YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. It's Imogen Hearts, and today I'm going to be doing a questions and answers video for you. I hope that you guys are going to enjoy this. I asked you guys to ask me some questions on Instagram and Facebook, and I got some questions back, and I'm super excited. It was requested that I do this on one of my videos, and so I'm doing a questions and answers video for you. So I am going to start off with the only beauty question that I was asked, and I am going to answer appropriately. I was asked, this is what it says. I have lines under my eyes, and even when I use heavy concealer and set it, it seeps into the creases and makes me look even worse. Any advice? Or the only thing that I can do for myself personally that actually works is cooking or baking your makeup, and that is simply when you finish applying a thin layer of concealer, and then what you do is take a fine pressed powder, any kind really, just a light powder, and you press it against where you put your concealer. Just put it right over at the top where you put your concealer, and it's supposed to be loose. They're supposed to be it's gonna get a little messy, a little powdery. I like to take mine with a beauty sponge and just tap it on there, and then let that set for 10 to 15 minutes, 20 if you're feeling extra beautimous that day, and then you just dust it off. This should help set the concealer more effectively, and it's going to have those that powder is gonna melt into the concealer and set itself, and yeah, so maybe that would help, I suppose. That is what works for me, and I had the same problem, girl. I had the same problem. I know what you're going through. Oh, that about covers that. Next question. What is your real name? I've always been curious. And that's how it's spelled, is curious. Or at least that's how I'm reading it, because that's how it looks to me. My real name is Hannah. I was a little bit weird about it at first when I first started YouTube and doing things online. I was really sensitive about it. Plus I have a lot of family members who are also sensitive. I don't that. It's just for whatever reason, that's the way I've always done it. But my next question is, I noticed in one video not very long ago, maybe last week, I don't sleep, my brain is mushy, that you are no longer buying Lime Crime. What happened? This is actually something that gets brought up a lot, and it's not any huge secret or anything. Lime Crime has just done some questionable things, just with the initial hoorah shebang of product dumping to the credit card being stolen, and just the overall attitude from the company when things go bad, it's just very negative, and I feel that's no way to run a business. In my mind, I'm why would you run a business that way? You're attacking your customers who are just trying to, I don't know. It's a moral thing for me, I guess. So I still have my Lime Crime products. This is so in my mind. I can't wrap my mind around to explain to you. There's negative connotations with this company, and just how they have reacted to what's happened. I don't feel that I want to associate with that company anymore, I guess. And I just, I said, my hard-earned money bought those products, and then to not use them would be just ludicrous. I mean, that's insane. So I'm still using them, but I will not purchase them anymore, and I'm trying my best. If I have something else I want to use, and I was so disappointed because the Venus palette, ooh, I loved it, but it's just not something I feel comfortable with anymore. So next question. So this is a question I already answered, kind of. It says, I always wondered if you were married or just rocking some gorgeous rocks on your on that finger. I can't talk. And then, yeah, they're so pretty. I love my ring, my crown ring and stuff, and whatever. Okay, anyways, thank you, girl, for noticing. Probably not my business, but I love your rings, and I always notice them in your videos. What made, oh, okay, this is a two-parter. So, okay, so am I married? I am married. I've been married this is year 8. We've been together for 10 years. I got married when I was 19 years old, and we're still married, and I know I don't have any children yet, but you'll be the first to know. Okay, you won't be the first to know, but you know what I'm saying. So yes, I am married, and thank you for noticing these pretty little rings on my finger. I'm loving it. The second part to that question was, what made you get into hair and makeup? I think I had explained this in a previous video, but like, so I'll give you like a short version. I, growing up, like was a super art geek nerd, and I painted all the time, drew all the time. I spent like 90% of my high school career in the art room or the ceramics room, like, or the photography room. Just an artsy fartsy kind of gal. That's just who I am. And I slowly began like becoming more and more creative with my makeup. And then one day it like clicked, like, oh my gosh, I can paint on my face like I paint on a canvas. Like I can create like art on my face. Like that's how I feel about makeup. Like it's an artistic form of expression. And so I really, really just enjoy being able to be creative every single day and do that by doing my makeup. So that was what got me into doing makeup. Question, what inspires your makeup looks the most? I would say I do like 90% of my time is spent watching YouTube or looking up pictures on Instagram. I'm obsessed. I just like look and I like to like look up like really expensive brands and like look at their ad campaigns and stuff like that. And like I don't know, like this is so hard. Like I'll take things from other places. Like the other day I saw this sick looking smoky cut crease, so I did that. And then some girl was wearing like this teal, like gorgeous teal color, so I like made something comparable and like used that in the smoky eye instead. Like I just pulled from like, ooh, that color inspiration, like I love that color, I want to do that color. And like these lips, like I got inspired by this Hattie hat and my white hair, and I wanted to feel a little Barbie-y. So I took two of Jeffree Star's lipsticks. I took the Doll Parts and Drug Lord, and I mixed them together until I got this beautiful, beautiful pink. It's like the perfect like strawberry milkshake pink. But just colors like will hit me, and I'm like, I want that color. I have to have that on my face. Next question is, do you still do art, as in drawing and painting? I remember watching one of your art videos of some stuff you have done. Yes and no. I do and I do not. I do not as often as I used to. I'm more into my makeup, and I've been practicing and doing a lot of body art lately. So I've just pushed a few of the looks that I've done, but I'm not comfortable sharing all of them yet because I haven't perfected what I'm doing, because I still kind of don't know what I'm doing. So, but look out for body paint. It's gonna start coming from me. I'm getting good at it. I'm learning. I've got books. I'm reading. I'm learning. But I'm more about like doing art on myself nowadays. I have done a few canvas pieces. I did a piece for my husband's music room recently. It was an elephant, and it was kind of cool. It was like I sometimes will snap pictures of drawings and art that I do on my Instagram. So if you ever are curious and want to see if I still do that, I still pop them up on my Instagram from time to time. So yeah, and yeah. So yeah, and no. So yeah, does that answer your question? And this is my favorite question that I got asked, so I saved it for last because it's gonna be story time, and I'm not gonna lie, I had to think really hard on this. Like, I needed to pick like the juiciest one. I wanted to pick the most juicy moment I could think of in my life that was so embarrassing. So the question was, I'm reading this, not how it's stated. What's the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you? And my friends, here is the story. So I'm not embarrassed by much. I will admit I am a pretty big goofball, and like I could fall flat on my face, have a like bleeding nose in a crowd full of people that are important, and I'd get up and start laughing at myself. Like I'm not like super embarrassed easy. I'm really klutzy and ditzy sometimes, and so when things occur, I have to laugh them off because they're not embarrassing to me at this point. It's just like, oh, that's just everyday life for me. So I had to dig deep down into, and this is kind of a sad story, so just brace yourselves. But this is like from a deep place in my like hole of like things I buried over. It was just a little bit traumatizing, slightly. So I'm gonna talk about a story that happened to me in high school. I think I have shared before, I was not a popular person in high school, not in the least bit. I was kind of one of them kids you just that got made fun of some. So keeping this in mind, I had a crush on this guy who will remain nameless. Let's just call him Billy Bob. So Billy Bob is so cute. Even though this person is a lot shorter than me, I'm pretty tall. I'm 5'8". I'm not a monster or anything, but he was probably like 5'5", 5'6", so probably like 5'5", more on the 5'5" realm. But anyways, he's so cute, and you can't help who you like when you're in high school. It just happens. And he had always had this girlfriend, and freshman dance rolls around, and him and his girlfriend break up. It's like last minute, everybody's already got a date. I'm in computer class with the guy, and he's like, hey, we can go together. And I'm thinking like, this guy thinks I'm cute. How mistaken could I could not be more wrong. Just no. Okay, so I say, yes. Run out, get a dress. I'm so excited. My friend gets a limousine, like a stretch Hummer limousine. So cool. And I say yes, get all dressed up. We go to Applebee's for like our pre-thing for freshman dance. We get back in the limousine, and we're on the way to the dance, and he leans over and he gives me a kiss. Well, like I asked him, I'm like, I want to kiss you. Do you know this? And he's like, okay, whatever. And then he's like doing his thing with the guys on their side of the limo. And then like a few minutes later, he's like, all right, let's kiss. Unbeknownst to me, he had a big, huge thing of snuff, dip, whatever. And back in high school, I was like thumping to the beat of don't smoke cigarettes, don't chew tobacco. Like I was like hardcore advocate, don't do it. And so I didn't know this, and I'm thinking this guy is kissing me for real, and he had a mouthful of snuff. I was told this way later on. And then like the guys were laughing, it's whatever. So we get to the dance, everything's cool, and I like want to dance with him, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends for a little bit. Why don't you meet me at like, I think it was like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, so whatever it was, whatever time. He's like, meet me over by the photo booth and we'll get our pictures taken, you know, the side by side, like holding, whatever. And so I go hang out with my friends, and they're all like, why is your date not even hanging out with you? And I'm like, I don't know, it's whatever. He wanted to go hang out with his friends, it's cool, haha. No, it's not cool. I did not know while I was busy with my friends, he was busy with his ex-girlfriend, and had no intentions of being my date, really. And I go over at 8 o'clock or whatever time it was that I was supposed to meet him over by the photo booth. And there he is getting his photo taken with his ex-girlfriend, and they're like making out hardcore as soon as they walk off the little platform. And I'm like heartbroken, crushed. All my friends are there. They see what's happening. I run outside. My one friend comes with me and is like, man, this sucks. Like, woo. And she wasn't a very good friend either. Don't worry about it. And I ended up having my parents come pick me up from my freshman dance because I was just mortified. And it didn't become like super embarrassing until I found out like the snuff part. Like he kissed me because they thought it would be funny. Because that's why that happened. Like, so it didn't become like super duper embarrassing until later on. So yeah, there's an embarrassing story in my life. Now I have a question. Do you like story time? Do you like these kind of videos where you kind of get to know me a little bit more? If you do, hit that thumbs up button, and I will start making more of them. Look out for my Q&A. I have like a little picture. I'll leave it up here so you can see what the picture looks like. I'm gonna just post that same picture every time I go to do one of these videos. So if you see that picture, you'll know, ask me as many questions as you like. I don't have a cap or a limit, and you can ask me anything that you want to ask me. I am an open book pretty much. Just don't be perverted and gross and weird, because then it makes it weird for everybody, and it's just weird. Don't get weird with it, okay? Just stay calm. Calm down. I can't thank you guys enough for watching my video. It just warms my heart when I see my little counter going up and people watching, and it just makes me so happy. And I do these videos because of you guys. I have thought about stopping so many different times in my life, and you guys just know we would miss you, we love you, and that just makes my heart so warm. I don't know if many of you know why I do this YouTube channel, but the reason why I do the YouTube essentially was to start building my self-confidence and kind of share what I was learning about beauty along the way with you guys. And I think it's almost been 5 years since I've been on YouTube, and no, I'm not famous, or I'm not like this big huge person on YouTube, but the friendships that I have made through YouTube and Instagram and stuff have been some of the most meaningful relationships in my life. And I'm not kidding, like, there is a few of you that have just made my life so much better for knowing you. And I love all of you guys so much, and I can't tell you enough. Like, I was not a confident person. I was very broken up. Like, I was broken down from a very young age, and all throughout high school and my early 20s, like, I was kind of like broken down as a person. And you guys have helped build me up, and it may seem so superficial, but the relationships I have made are so real, and it's just overwhelming. And I love all of you from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys, and thank you so much for even the few of you who do watch me. It just makes my life so much richer for knowing you guys and getting to interact with you. So thank you guys so much. Subscribe so you never miss one of my videos again. I'm gonna start doing some pop-up videos besides Thursday videos, so you don't want to miss out on those. So hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of me. Check out all of my social media links. I'm gonna have them down below. I'm most interactive on my Instagram or on my Facebook. If you guys reach me on there, I am like 99.9% likely to get back with you. And yeah, no, like 100%, just 100%, 100. Thanks for watching again, guys. I can't wait to see you next Thursday. And until then, love you. See you later. Bye.